It's me, John Sands TV, with another part to Nightmare X listener / reader, and thank you for the likes, the subscriptions, the comments, and everything. Just thank you so much. So let's get on with this. It's supposed to be 2, but the other's loading. It's probably not going to load. So yeah, your pro view. I had the most wonderful dream until my alarm clock went off. I got up and headed to my wardrobe to put on any clothing you want to wear for school. Like always, you went downstairs to eat some of your favorite food, whatever that is. You got your shoes on and packed your backpack and headed to the bus stop. After about 5 minutes, the bus comes and picks you up. So, of course, you went onto the bus and saw Campbell. So you sat next to her because she was the only person you knew on the bus. After picking up all the kids, we were at school after about 15 to 20 minutes. I went off of the bus and headed to history. So did Campbell, because Mr. Temmie gave her the wrong schedules. So all of the classes she had the same. We went to history. Sorry, my phone is touchy. We went to history and we said hi to Mr. Nightmare. He saw me. He had a light purple hue on his face. To be honest, he looks cute when he has that purple hue on his face. Or is it a blush? I blushed at the thought of it. After you snapped out of your trance, you took a seat and your friend took a seat next to you. While Mr. Nightmare was teaching, you sort of daydreamed about him. You shook the thought out of your head and continued working. After history, you and Campbell were the last ones out, so we said goodbye to Mr. Nightmare, and while you were heading out, you heard, "Bye, big bro," behind you, and you see it was Campbell who said it. You looked at her in shock. You didn't know Mr. Nightmare was Campbell's brother. Campbell saw your shocked expression and she just giggles at you. I just shook the thought out of my head and we headed to a astronomy. And on the way there, she told me about that Mr. Nightmare and Mr. Dream were her big brothers. Nightmare's ProView. I kept thinking about song, though, through the whole lesson, but I kept it together, and I still blushed at the sight of song. She was just so sweet and beautiful. Her short blue hair, her sweet smile, and everything about her is just amazing. I snap out of my thoughts and teach the next class your ProView. After you and Campbell finish our astronomy class, and we went to the cafeteria for our lunch, we were talking as always until I felt someone staring at me. I look around and see Mr. Nightmare's head shoot back to his lunch. Why is Mr. Nightmare here? I thought I just shook it off and kept on talking to Campbell until the bell went. Until the bell went, we finished our lunch and went to PE. PE was as the same as always. We went around laps and did some dodgeball, and of course, we won. You won. After PE, you went to art. Art was fun, and you learned much in art, and Mr. Ink was cool with drawing. After art, you said goodbye to Campbell and went your separate ways. When you got home, you had a shower, put on your pajamas, etc. Ignore that. After dinner, you went to bed and played on your phone until you fell asleep. Campbell's ProView. I was waiting for Nightmare to get here. While waiting a while, Nightmare was here. And I think he didn't see me because he was deep in thought. I went to him and shook him a little so he can get out of his thoughts. When he snapped back into reality, I saw him blush a little because of embarrassment. He went to his car and waited in the car for Dream to come. He came out of the school and we drove home. Hey, Nightmare, what were you thinking about when you came out of the school? I said, as with concern in my voice. Soon I saw him blush a bright purple hue. Oh, I think you're thinking about someone. Who's that lucky girl you have a crush on? I said. Nightmare mumbled something, but I couldn't hear it. What was that? I couldn't hear you, I said teasingly. Song, Nightmare said, blushing. I was at the back seat fangirling like crazy because my big bro has a crush, and it was on Song, my best friend. Now it's my quest to get Song and my big bro together, I thought. After that, we were home and we had dinner, had a shower, and went to bed thinking of how to get my Big Bro song together. And I'm sorry if it's short, but they write short stories. So, and if you're listening, if you're the writer of this story, some advice. Could you write it a little longer? Ignore that again. So I'd have more, time to read for you guys if you're the author of this. But if you're not, don't listen to that advice. So yeah. John Sands TV, done and out.